Welcome, and thank you for watching this informational recording which covers Burwood Ave's inclusion into the 2024 Resurfacing Program. Your project team consists of Nicholas Bailey, the Program Engineer, Cynthia Redinger, the Program Transportation Engineer, Carl Emmons, the Lead Inspector, and me, Andrea Wright, the Project Manager. In this recording, staff will be covering the project boundaries, the why and how, the project overview, construction activities, and next steps. The project boundaries are Burwood Ave from Jackson Ave to West Liberty Street, as shown here on this map. So why this project? The Resurfacing Program is an annual program established to maintain existing road assets and is funded by the Bridge, Sidewalk, and Street Millage. While improving the road's condition is the primary reason for this project, there are now opportunities available to improve this area for all users, which leads to the next point regarding speed management. Speed management from a holistic approach has recently been required to be considered on all capital projects per Resolution 23-330 and supported by the city's transportation plan. Going forward, you will see some of the speed management tools we are proposing to implement while the resurfacing program is on Burwood Ave. So how was Burwood Ave chosen? It was chosen due to its pavement condition and being a major thoroughfare in the neighborhood. The project's overview for Burwood Avenue is to improve pavement conditions, implement speed management through the use of vertical and horizontal devices, fill a sidewalk gap located at the south end of Burwood, and update sidewalk ramps to meet ADA requirements. Next, our transportation engineer, Cynthia Redinger, will cover what considerations were taken when developing the preliminary speed management plan. On to you, Cynthia.
Speed management is an important component to the city's transportation plan, which focuses on safety-first design. As Andrea stated, capital projects such as this resurfacing project give us the opportunity to evaluate the area for the inclusion of speed management. Our first step was to review the documented history of resident concerns for this project area. Staff identified documentation of residents requesting physical changes to address speeds on Burwood Avenue dating from 1991. The earliest request we have predates the city's traffic calming program. Staff continued to receive periodic touch points on this concern over the years, but we never received a formal petition for traffic calming. The next step we took was to evaluate speed data. The historical information we had revealed that in 1991, the 85th percentile speed on Burwood was 28 miles per hour. Speed data was collected again in 2003, and it verified that the 85th percentile speed continues to be 28 miles per hour. All of this information led staff to propose the following preliminary speed management plan. The plan developed for Burwood will change the built environment in order to decrease speeds drivers are traveling. Staff selected 6 devices strategically placed along the corridor to maximize speed reduction. There are 4 speed humps and 2 curb extensions, known as bump outs, proposed in the plan. Speed humps reduce through speed typically by 20 to 25%, and often result in fewer trips, with an 18% reduction in trips on average. The reduction in traffic volume is considered a benefit, as staff recently have been contacted by residents about their growing concerns regarding cut-through traffic. Curb extensions or bump outs are being used in this plan to reduce the intersection width and create a driving environment that encourages slower speeds for through trips and turning trips in 2 of our intersections. Both device selections align with the goal of reducing the 85th percentile speed from 28 miles per hour to be more in line with the speed limit. If you are interested in seeing a larger version of this plan, please visit a2gov.org/resurfacing. And at the bottom of the page, under Documents and Materials, you will find a link to the plan as well as other resources. Next, Andrea will cover your feedback opportunity related to the speed management plan.
Thank you, Cynthia. Staff are interested in obtaining specific feedback about the devices covered in the preliminary plan and possibly adding new crosswalks along Burwood Avenue at desired locations, if feasible. So please use this QR code or website URL to submit feedback. This feedback opportunity will be used to create the final speed management plan, which will be shared at the open house scheduled in April and posted online following that. Next, we'll move on to Nicholas, who will be covering this what to expect when construction starts. On to you, Nicholas.
Thanks, Andrea. Yes, so first we're going to be posting door hangers at each of your addresses to indicate that the street is now in the very near future going to be under construction. Then we'll be putting out traffic control devices, which will be in the form of no parking signs, barricades like you see in the picture, and some bollards if necessary. This will help reduce cut through traffic or other traffic that's not directly in the neighborhood to minimize that during construction. Then we'll start by marking out what work needs to be done. You'll see a lot of pink paint that comes out, and that indicates from our inspectors to the contractor what areas of curb or items that need to be addressed during the project. They will follow through with the first crew coming in to take care of the curb and drainage structures, if those are to be replaced. And we'll take care of ramps and other concrete work. We'll also be lowering the structures, the manhole structures, to allow for our next step, which will be the milling. Once the milling machine comes through, then we'll be ready to address any sub-base material issues and prepare for paving. And then after the paving is complete, we will be putting in the traffic management devices, the speed management devices. And then we'll be following up with the manhole raising to the finished grade. And then we'll have our pack up our road closure barricades and leave the street. These are some of the devices you'll see while we're out working. These are fairly large pieces of equipment, and we'll be giving you adequate advance notice when each of these steps of the process is coming forward. But the picture on our left is a milling machine, and it literally just slowly rolls down the street and cuts the asphalt and conveys it directly into the vehicle, the truck, waiting truck. And once that's been taken care of and we've done the grading of the base material, then the paving crew will come in. And here you can see on the right side, the paving machine with the flow boy that's providing the stock for it to lay. And then here we have a roller on the left-hand side. That's our breakdown roller. And you can see off in the distance in that picture on the left-hand side, the paving operation. There is a bit of a distance between the two. And that is the one critical time that we won't be able to let you into your property, as that part of the sequence goes through. All other times we'll be able to accommodate in and out of the residential property. But in that particular moment, which could be as much as an hour, there'll be a time we won't be able to let you through because of the temperature of the asphalt we have and the impact it will have on the asphalt. We ask that we use alternate parking arrangements during that time. That'll also be communicated through the hand mailers. And then once we've done all the completed work, you'll see that we'll have our pavement striping group come in and we'll get the marking bars in as necessary, and that'll be finishing up the work. And now, timeline. Over, oh, that was mine. So we're going to start off with timeline. We're going to start with the survey, and we're seeking feedback by March 1st. And that'll be via the QR code on the webpage, the Survey Monkey. And then once we've received that, we're going to work on finalizing the design, and we'll be having a presentation, public house, open house at Westgate on April 4th. And we'll be have an opportunity to meet with the team and discuss the final plan. And then construction right now is anticipated to occur in October through November. And that's what we have going for us. I'm going to pass the baton back over to Andrea.
Thank you, Nicholas, for covering all that information. So we wanted to thank you for watching this presentation covering the 2024 resurfacing program focused on Burwood Avenue. Again, we look forward to improving Burwood Avenue for all users. All these materials will be posted to the resurfacing program website, which can be found at www.a2gov.org/resurfacing. Thank you.